What's going on, good people? I got to play NBA 2K18 with a group of media and YouTubers. It was a really cool experience as usual. I got a few different captures that I got here. One of this, what you're about to watch now, is a full game of NBA 2K18, all-time Bulls against the all-time Pistons. Take a look at it. Tell me what you think. Absolutely, don't forget to leave a like. It's long because it's a full game, but check it out. I got beat up in this game, if we're just being totally honest. I was playing on Superstar, and it is much more difficult to make shots in 2K18 than it was in 2K17, and I found that out firsthand. I kind of mentioned that to you guys when we were talking about, when I did my hands-on impression before, so definitely saw that that's still the case. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, but what it's going to require is for people to relearn how to get good shots, which I don't think is totally a bad thing. So we're gonna see. So just know I'm struggling to get some offense going with my all-time Bulls. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Peace.
Welcome, NBA fans. Ernie Johnson here with you again, and we've got Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, and we're all amped up for this early season game. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Detroit Pistons as they go up against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, they've been looking forward to this game and have to be anxious to tip it off. They've been pretty tight-lipped about the game plan coming in, but very soon we'll find out what approach they're going to take. Kenny, I'll tell you what.
What?
We've already seen some big matchups to start this season. It's very early.
Yes.
But in the real world, how soon do you start thinking about playoff ramifications?
Oh, you start thinking about playoffs from day one.
Oh,
the end
come
goal
on.
is always some.
But you're not thinking about
it's
where you
always
are. Hey,
somewhere in
right
your
now
mind.
we'd play these guys.
Yes,
you know.
always. I look at them in 5-game blocks. I would be like, hey, man, in these 5 games, we need to be here for the playoffs. After these 5, we need to be here. Because that's, if you don't, it could get out of control and out of your control.
I can tell just from his reaction of shaking his head that he's not buying what you're selling.
Don't listen to that jibber jabber, Ernie. You focus on one game at a time. The rest will just take care of itself.
One game
So
at
you
a
go
time.
less than I do.
One game at a time.
I went
take care of
5-game
itself.
blocks. You went.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA, right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. It's the Chicago Bulls taking on the Detroit Pistons. And it's Chicago to start out. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Pippen is out there with Dennis Rodman. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then it's Jordan. And it's Gilmore in at the 5 down low. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. Offensive rebound. Hill passes to Lanier. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Those passes into the paint have to be precise, just like that one.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Rodman with a screen on Thomas. Here's Jordan. No good with the wing jumper. Chicago on defense.
Oh, that's just a bad foul there. The refs are going to be all over that one.
That's his first personal foul, first team foul.
They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I did speak with the Pistons head coach for a little while. He told me he's looking forward to the matchup tonight. It's their first time against this team, so he is curious to see what his guys do on offense. He said it's important that we're aggressive defensively, that we use our length and shot blocking as a deterrent inside. We'll see if they can be successful tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
David, thank you. Do you think that's the right approach, guys?
I don't think it's ever wrong to focus on defense first. It sets a tone that can last for an entire game.
Oh, and it could lead to some easy points too, Greg. I bet you that they turn a lot of turnovers into transition buckets today.
And there's the pass to Gilmore. Back to Jordan. The three. Jordan can't get that one to fall. And it's Detroit's ball. Thomas kicks to Hill. Pippen with the steal. Jordan dishes to Rose. Back to Jordan. Shoots over Dumars. And he overshot that one, missing.
A frustrating start to this quarter for him.
Here's Hill. Some solid defense from Pippen.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
He kicks to Rodman. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the basket by Rose.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Pick up by Hill. Dumars against Jordan. Stolen by Rose. Jordan the pass to Pippen. And stolen by Thomas. Feeds to Hill. Shoots over Pippen. Detroit, no good that time either. Chicago trailing here. Here's Rose. It's stolen by Hill.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Chicago on defense. Double team on Thomas. Hill kicks to Thomas. Here's Dumars. Drops in the tray. Dumars got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Detroit leading by 5. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Pistons shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Grant Hill. Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Hill. Bulls trail by 7. Outside Rose. Dumars against Jordan. Back to Rose. 6 to shoot. And again, Chicago, no good. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Dumars kicks to Hill. Over Pippen. Good on the short little jump shot.
You can never have enough offense in the low post.
It's interesting to see the impact of technology on the game, too. I heard LeBron James. A lot of players now review footage on a tablet when they check out their play.
Well, yeah, you know, back in the older days, a lot of us went to the locker room and you would go in the room and watch it on video. So it's the same type premise. It's just that, you know, technology is better today. I mean, every guy wants to do it. You want to know what you're doing well, what you're doing wrong. You're all the coach on the floor. You're the quarterback, and LeBron especially is the quarterback of his offense. So it doesn't surprise me before that he's studying tape.
Chicago making a switch here. Noah's checked in. Detroit leading by 6. Pass to Stackhouse. And Drummond gets it to go on the assist from Stackhouse.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Yeah, of the two teams, they're taking the more makeable shots. Let's see if they can sustain it throughout the game.
Kicks to Butler. Rodman sets a screen. And oh boy, Boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Chicago shooting their second and third free throws tonight. He's off on the first. Love check in for Rodman. He hits the second from the line. 1:43 left to play here in the first. Billups kicks to Stackhouse. Lambeer screen. Stackhouse dishes to Rodman. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Bulls trail by 7. Armstrong passes to Butler. Noah the screen. Butler kicks to Armstrong. Billups with the block. Outside, Rodman. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Outside, Butler. Pass to Love. The kick outside to Butler. He dishes it to Sloan. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Clock is at 3. Here's Love. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Oh, you can't lay that pass in there any better.
2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Stackhouse dishes to Drummond. Beyond the arc. Joakim Noah grabs the miss. Bulls trail by 7. Sloan in the corner. Noah against Drummond. Three-pointer. Detroit with the rebound. Outside, Billups. And Drummond kicks to Stackhouse. Here's Lambeer. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Pistons. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far in this one?
Just playing suffocating defense.
Pistons leading by 7. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. They've got Stackhouse. DeBusschere is out there with Lambeer. Then there's Chauncey Billups. And it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Lambeer. Drops in the layup for 2. Lambeer's got the lead up to 9 now for Detroit.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Well, they're passing to Noah. Yep, it counts. Here's Billups. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Dishes it to Stackhouse. Passes to DeBusschere. To the inside. Here's Lambeer. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Armstrong kicks it to Noah. Tries to save it, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noah. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Outside Dumars. He feeds it to Hamilton. The dish to DeBusschere. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. DeBusschere's got his first bucket in this one. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
When you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke. Right, I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
Here's Rose. Out to Kukoc. The tray. And again, no good by Chicago. Detroit leading by 11. DeBusschere with it. And there's the feed to Hamilton. There's a screen. Here's the floater. Now here's Pippen. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Hamilton against Rose. 6 to shoot. Fires, high post. Rose can't get that one to fall. One-on-one fast break. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Pistons shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
The line for your Pistons.
That's good from Hamilton. A different look here for Detroit. Wallace comes in for DeBusschere. And it's Hill in for Dumars. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Bulls trail by 13. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Rose kicks to Kukoc. Sinks the three-pointer.
That's too much space to give him out there on the perimeter. They got to close out on him.
Detroit with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Wallace a screen. Unloads from 13. And the shot falls short this time.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Thomas checked in for Detroit. Rose against Thomas. Thomas with the steal. Pistons leading by 10. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Over to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
You got to give the D credit there. It affected him. He didn't have much room to get the shot off.
Pippen dishes to Grant. Hamilton against Kukoc. Outside Pippen. Back to Kukoc. Over Hamilton. Kukoc can't get it to go.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's foul number 2 for him.
Ooh, he's not happy to pick up a second foul. This early in the game, he's got to be careful now.
Detroit making a switch here. Rodman's checked in. Outside Thomas. It's up a 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. To the paint. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. It was beautiful the first time, but Under Armour showing us the replay of that tremendous alley-oop again. Another unleash chaos moment.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
Jerry Stackhouse is checked in for Detroit. And Chicago also making a switch. Armstrong's checked in for Rose. Bulls trail by 10. 1:19 left in the first half. Gilmore, and it's sent back by Wallace. Thomas against Armstrong. With the teardrop, and count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Ooh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
For Detroit, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Free throw no good for Thomas. Here is Armstrong, covered by Stackhouse. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Armstrong. Rodman sets a screen. There's 49 seconds left in the second quarter. On the wing, Hill. Here's Wallace. There's the pass to Stackhouse. Hits the three-point bomb. Stackhouse has got the lead up to 13 now for the Pistons.
Where was the defense? You cannot leave a long-range sniper that wide open.
And it's sent back by Wallace. And that foul's called on Grant Hill. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Grant Hill. 26 seconds left in the first half. Rodman sets a screen. The drive by Jordan, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Andre Drummond picks one up. Chicago shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game. Detroit making a switch here.
At the line for two.
And so Jordan nails both of them. There's 18 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Bulls foul call.
Detroit shooting their sixth and seventh free throws in the game.
At the line for your Pistons.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And he sinks the second. Fires top of the key. It's good. Jordan's got 6. Dumars. And so it's the Detroit Pistons going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what an amazing performance the hometown fans are witnessing here tonight. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. Detroit finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They lead by 10. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Detroit?
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie. They were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on the Bulls.
They need to break it down. And I look at the individual areas that they're struggling with, like they're getting pounded. I mean pounded, Ernie, on the board. That's a hustle stat.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. It's been quite a game so far for Isaiah Thomas. So for Chicago right now, Rose is out there with Jordan. Then it's Pippen. Then it's Rodman. And it's Gilmore in at the 5. Out to Wallace. A floater. It's deflected. Jordan against Hill. Jordan the pass to Gilmore. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Well, also a miscommunication on defense. No one rotates over. See ya.
Here's Thomas. It's good. He's got 8.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
It's Pippen on the wing. Outside Jordan. Rodman sends a screen. Shoots from the elbow. They get it back. The kick out to Rose. Bulls moving the ball around. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Pistons leading by 10. There's the pick. Thomas kicks to Hill. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. So it's Detroit now. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Chicago calls timeout.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, this is the dilemma as a coach. You wonder, do I need to call a timeout here? Do I need to settle these guys down? Should I let them play through?
Rose kicks to Jordan. Rodman with a screen on Dumars. Jordan the pass to Gilmore. Outside Rose. That three off the mark.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Shoots from 12. Gilmore passes to Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Love's check in for the Bulls. Butler kicks to Rose. Back to Butler from deep. Keeps it alive. It's hauled in by Lanier.
They are a lousy 1 for 5 for the half. They need to find a way to get it going there.
Hill kicks to Wallace. It's stolen by Rose. And stolen by Thomas. Wallace dishes to Thomas. Pass to Lanier. Crafty move. Noah with the block. And he's able to get it back. And stolen by Love. Butler goes in. That's in there. Love with the assist. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Now Hill. He's got 6. Here's the floater. He takes it up and lays it in. Hill's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Rose passes to Noah. The kick out to Rose. Back to Noah. Over in the corner, Rose. Shot clock at 5. Over Thomas. They get it back. Noah's shot is off.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Dumars against Love. Dumars kicks to Hill. Wallace with a screen for Hill. Here's Lanier. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Chicago making a switch here, and this is his first trip to the line tonight. Bulls trail by 13. Armstrong kicks to Butler. They set the pick. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. First free throw is good. Detroit making a switch here. Lambier's checked in, and Chicago also making a switch. Kukoc is checked in, and so Butler nails both of them. Pistons leading by 11. Feeds to Stackhouse. DeBusschere against Dang. Pass to Bing. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Butler. Here's Grant, and another shot, and he lays it up and in.
Oh, tough effort right there on the glass. Those second chance points can pay off in a big way.
Outside, Billups. He kicks it to Stackhouse. Back to Billups. He dishes it to DeBusschere. Shoots from 8. And it's off the back rim. No good. Bulls trail by 11. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one is on Stackhouse.
Yeah, getting there is before the defense can set up.
That's just the aggressiveness of transition, making sure they come away with points.
The Bulls have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Rodman, he's checked in for Dang. And Scottie Pippen is subbed in for Jimmy Butler.
And 2 for 1, that's what they'd like to get right now.
Yeah, this could come down to the correct play call. Let's see what they do right here.
And Beer, good. And Beer's got 6.
No hesitation when he saw the space the D was giving him. That's 2.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Screen by Grant. Three-pointer. Kukoc. Rebound by the Pistons. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Stackhouse. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
Michael Jordan.
It's Jordan on the wing. With 4 seconds on the clock. Got a hand on it. He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far.
Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they've performed at the line.
It could go. That shot is off. And so it's the Detroit Pistons ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
My side girl got a 5S with a
3 quarters in the books, folks. Glad to have you with us. Welcome back as we get going. Bulls trail by 9. They've got Stackhouse. Chauncey Billups out there with Richard Hamilton. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's DeBusschere in at the 4 slot. That's the group for Detroit right now. And a wide open look for Jordan. Jordan with another miss.
He should heavily consider looking to his teammates as the game gets close. His shot just isn't falling.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
Right side Billups. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Hamilton outside. Fires from deep. Stackhouse. Good. Stackhouse has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Pistons. Michael Jordan on the wing, covered by Hamilton. Rodman dishes to Jordan. Jordan with another miss.
Wow, he's really been dragging him down tonight.
DeBusschere passes to Billups. DeBusschere kicks to Hamilton. Back to DeBusschere. In the corner, Billups with it. Clock at 6. Here's Stackhouse. The basket good off the assist from Billups. Stackhouse has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Pistons. Rodman sets a screen. The drive by Jordan. Misses from short range.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
DeBusschere kicks to Hamilton.
Chicago foul call.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. Rose, he's checked in for Chicago. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. There's the pick. Kicks it to Wallace. Pick up by Hill. Wallace with the ball. Guarded now by Dennis Rodman. That one good for 2.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Well, they continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court.
Jordan can't get that one to fall.
Well, his shot hasn't been going in, and they will probably have to look for someone else to step up and provide for them.
And the basket by Hill.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, and it's been a team game, a number of contributions. Guys staying focused. That's why the lead continues to grow.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Passes it to Lanier. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending. Chris, we've seen video review get introduced into the NBA and tweaked as we go along, refining it, polishing it off. And at this point, would you like to see video review expanded even further? Or do you think it's in a good spot where it stands right now?
I think it's in a good spot right now. I'm sure if I had time to think about it, there are areas in which you want to go to. But if you really think about it, I mean, the game is supposed to be a spur of the moment. It's supposed to be just players free-flowing and playing. And you don't want to make the game slower by going to the officiating video every single time. Right now, I don't think you should do it on charges and blocks, which is probably one of the most controversial calls in the game. I think where we have it now is good because it gives a balance, and right now we do not need the game to lengthen in any way, if anything shorten, and I think adding anything more to refereeing and videos I think would just make the game last longer.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Jordan. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Jordan's got 9 points here in the second half. Rose against Thomas. Here's the screen. Here's Lanier. Sinks that one from the post. Lanier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check. Another log on the fire.
Oh, I know this feeling. They're in that special zone where you feel untouchable. They haven't missed in a while.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Grant Hill.
Well, he's got his field goal percentage in the high 50s, and that says a lot about how well he's been able to kind of exploit the gaps in the defense. His motion, his ability to find open spots on the floor, you can definitely see the difference.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Jordan hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And here are the Pistons. They're on a 14-6 run. Thomas against Rose. Thomas passes to Lanier. Chicago grabs the miss. Gilmore's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Lets it go from 14. Here's Rodman. Outside for Jordan. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Pistons. Hill's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Gilmore passes to Rodman. Ball stolen. Here's Hill. And Hill throws it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
And how about the explosiveness he shows, going from the offensive to the defensive end in a blink.
And again, no good by Chicago. Pistons leading by 19 points. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Thomas, no luck.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Jordan.
Ooh. That's how you attack. Wow.
Attack the rim, baby. Move out the way.
And that replay sponsored by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment, giving us an excellent perspective on the play. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his third foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. There's 49 seconds left in the game. Hamilton outside. Here's Bing. Clock at 6. Detroit needs to get off a shot here. Here's Drummond. Pistons keep it alive. Here's Bing. With the floater. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
That's his second personal foul. The line for your Pistons, Dane Bing.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. There's 25 seconds left in the game. Hamilton against Armstrong. Love with the screen on Hamilton. Here's Armstrong. Here's Love. Knocked loose. Here's Bing. And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.